Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe and this is Surviving Mars. A game that came out in March 2018 is currently available for free in the Epic Store and is a lot harder than I wanted to give it credit for. This is the third time recording it. I hope this time I don't mess it up right away. We'll just do a new game. I played about 2 hours now, so not very long, but the first two tries didn't go very well. I will leave it at the regular difficulty challenge. There are things that you can change here. They all sound great. I don't know what they do yet. So if you want to get this for free, try it out. It's probably worth it. If you played this before, you already know what I'm doing. There's stuff here. We have some funding. Rockets, this matters. Starting applicants, all this matters. Research will matter later. There is research in the game that's important. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that you can read through. That's great. Here's some starting things, and I do know that concrete and metals we should be able to find on the planet. Everything else, well, we don't. So, yeah, Cooperation 1. That sounds right. I hope it works better this time. Let's get started. Well, welcome to Mars. The first thing that we're getting is pick a site. Where do you want to go? Well, I don't know where I want to go yet, but I would like to rotate you. There we go. Rotate. Something, somewhere. What do we have? I'm looking over here. We need a place that has a lot of metals, concrete, and water, and not a lot of the bad stuff. I heard this is a good site. These are pretty static, I think, but you can also pick any other site on the planet here, just some predefined one. So let's pick that one. Sounds great. Well, here we go. Welcome to Mars, Commander. Let's get this done. Yep, there's a lot of stuff going on. Well, here we are. There's a little info. Let's hope I don't need that too much. What we want is to figure out where a good starting position is. We need concrete and metals, and that's great. We also need water at some point. I don't know where there is water, but you can, well, you can use orbital probes to scan. Oh, and I'm also supposed to pause because there is a time component here that matters. You're supposed to research some places and you can just click on them and then they get automatically researched up to 10 at a time. We'll just do that. And then we do have this orbital probe where if we click it, that will just research an area right away for free. I hope we don't need that. Let's get started over here first. Just click into it, scroll in it with the mouse wheel. Tell our rocket to just show up and do some stuff. And then we can start time. Plus and minus changes the timer. Again, I've played this for 2 hours. I'm by no means an expert, and I hope I don't mess it up again, because it's actually really easy. This game actually requires some reading. The first thing I should do is figure out what research is currently going on. Right now I have nothing. So let's see what these do. Thank you hints. Cargo space increase, great, that's important. Drone swarms. 2 extra drones per hub, that's nice. Increases production by 25%, but also needs more power, that's not great. So I think this one may be the best one to start with. And right after that we can increase our cargo, and then we'll see what comes next, probably one of these. We only get 300 research points per day, or per sol. And that's from our sponsor, and as you can see these take 1,000, so that's what we have right now. We can also go outsource them for 200 million for the next 5 days. We could get this for free, but since we don't have that much research going on right now, I think we're fine. Let's just say no, we're good. Close this, and here we are. To get started, and I'm still paused, I just don't want to miss stuff. Up here is your everything. There's your currency, some research points, how much research you have done, current metals, concrete, food, rare metals, polymers, they're important for later, machine parts, fuel. You need fuel to send your rocket back. There's a lot going on here. The thing that I find amazing, this is the build menu. Look how many tabs there are, and every tab is filled with buildings. They all mean something and they all matter, and I don't remember half of the things I just looked at. So yeah, let's get started. First things first, concrete extractor. That's important. I want it... Sure, here's good. Get that guy over there. Let's play at regular speed, and that should be good. All the drones are now moving towards the concrete extractor, and they should start doing things. We will need power right away. Let's place them in a sensible location. You can place multiple or more than one at a time if you hold shift or control. Sorry, just control. And that is nice. And we do have this guy, the RC transport. You can actually, and it looks like the drones do it too, you can actually tell them to gather resources. In this case, these are metal deposits, so we could get rare metals from there if we wanted to. But to actually use them in a nice fashion, we have to store them. And there are all these storages. Universal Depot is probably a good place to start, near the rocket. I think that's fine. And I highly recommend, if you come out here, let's do a, what do we have? Concrete, food. Let's do a concrete depot right next to this guy, so we have that stored somewhere reasonable. I highly recommend actually reading what these do and say. Depots are free, but things over here like a drone hub, that's not free. It's a free prefab. A prefab is actually building that you brought back on your rocket. And then there's maintenance. All these buildings, let's see if it actually tells us. They cost that base production, maintenance, consumption. Yeah, it doesn't tell us what it does, but production buildings actually kick up dust. And dust is bad for other buildings. So make sure that doesn't get to you. Let's set up a drone hub. Let's see if we can scroll out a little bit. For your drones to actually work, they need a command center, which is essentially what this is. And I mean, you see this. You see the sphere of influence. It's pretty straightforward. And you just go. Here you go. Do that. I should put my headphones on because I don't want to miss when we actually get some research done or other similar things. But this is happening, and then the next thing, there's a lot of cable management, which is fine. All you need is a power cable, connect them with places. And in the end, they just have to be close enough for things, and then you get this little tether that's actually connected to the rest. And that's fine. Those can get constructed. We do need something to construct to our drone hub as well. And then there's this thing called a recharge station, because drones need that. Just a thing. I'm still playing on slow because I am not convinced that I know what we're doing yet. But let's tell this guy I'm holding shift to make it research different places. But just run around, maybe find something that's interesting. And then this is the thing that I don't love. Escape and right click and normal click are a little overused, and that's a little weird. But this is all good. I haven't seen any water yet. Water is important because we do want to make sure... Where is it? The life support? Moxie creates oxygen. Water extractor. We need to create... I want to show you. Not a polymer, none of these. Fuel refinery. I thought we could do it from here, but I don't see it. I see the polymer, but I didn't bring a fuel refinery with me, which means that's probably one of the first things I have to collect. If you played this game before, you already know that there's probably a different way to do it. I just don't know what that way is, so that's how we're playing. Water collector, that's important. That gives us a little bit of a chance to make our own fuel. And then we'll just put one of these guys here, get power connected, and I think when I'm done with this part, I'm actually okay with speeding up the game a little bit, because we are not doing that much. So let's give it a double plus. We still need pipes. Where did I just build that thing? There's a pipe. Regular pipe. This has to be connected. There you go. And then we can collect some water. Once we have water, we can actually try to make fuel. So these guys are running around. And I don't want to waste too much of anything. Research is going and all that's fine. We have a lot of metals. That is good. We don't have a ton of concrete. So what are you producing here? Waste rock. Almost forgot about that. I need to store waste materials. So let's put a dumping site just close to where this is, so the drones can actually grab the waste from the concrete production and put it in the storage area, and that's great. Let's see what we have here. Underground metals. Underground deposits. We are not ready yet to exploit. We need metal extractors. All right. That's good to know. I think we have water now. We are trying to do a little bit of research, but we don't have much yet. Let's use our scanners to see what we can do. And as you can see, we got some water over here. Water is important. Let's see. Can I... Water extractor. Does not have to be exactly on the water, because you can put multiple water extractors near that. So let's just put it here. That should be good. It will need power. And I wouldn't be surprised if we need more power than that. So there's no elevation here. I'm looking over here on the right. If you put it on an elevation, it apparently gives you a boost in what your production can be. I think that's pretty cool. I just don't have... Excuse me. No, I don't want all those hints. Yeah, it's fine. This one, just for metals we can buy these, but obviously they don't work at night. So that is a thing. Build up a little battery here. That will probably help us over time, especially now if we have some solar power coming in. So that should help. Get this one connected. And then again, get another storage unit for water. Here's that guy. Wonderful. And a pipe. We always need pipes. Are you connected? Oh, you can't be connected until this thing is done. Makes enough sense. But now we're storing things, and that is great. I would like a fuel refinery, and I don't believe there's any other way for me to get it right now other than ordering one. So you go down here, say cargo rocket, and what I want is a fuel refinery. Just one, should be fine. Another drone hub would be nice while I order stuff. We have a vaporizer. All the others may be okay. May want one of these. I'm ordering one, so may as well fill up the thing. Polymers are important. And then there's also a notion of repairing things. So keep that in mind when you play this. But this is a good start. We are getting water in, and that's what we need. And the rocket that I just ordered is down here. And it's flying from Earth, so it takes a little while until it gets here. So we just gotta be patient. What else can we build? Sensor tower. This sounds neat. Actually never built one of these, but let's throw that one in there. I think that will be good. Then what do we have here? Rare metal extractor and a metal extractor. Too far from domes. We need a dome to build one of these. Interesting, I think. Rare metal extractor. Too far from domes. So dome is something that you find over here in the dome. Then we have one self-sufficient dome and a couple other domes that are just a little different. That's why you have people living. And that is the next thing that we're going to do, getting some colonists. But not yet. I'm going to wait until the rocket is here. And then we'll see if we can build some fuel. Another cool thing that I thought was really useful is you can tell your RC transport to pick up resources in a place and just say whatever you want there and then tell it, hey, transport everything back here. And then they do it automatically because the drones only have a limited area of influence where they can get to. The RCs do not have that problem. They can just go to wherever you tell them to go. So that is excellent. There's a little more concrete up here. Right now, I don't think we need it, although we could probably turn it on if we really had to. Well, so there's some things across the map that you can always, well, that you can find with your rovers. I just found one of them, and now there's more research available for me, apparently. Well, I think this one's our next good research that we can get to, and then I think some turbines will be nice. The rest gives us a little extra boost, but I don't think we need that yet. But we do have a lot queued up here, so let's just get that outsourcing set up. So now we get a little more done every time. Cool. This is working, and I do see up here that we're a little low on power. Being low on power simply means we gotta fix that. So let's get one of these wind turbines in, even though we don't need it. A great leap. A scientific team on Earth has just made a daunting discovery. With the downpour of new scientific data from Mars, our team has made unearthed breakthrough in the field. New advanced technology has been revealed in the chosen field. Technology cost less to research. Cool. So you can just say, what do you want to do here? I think engineering sounds great to me. Not sure if we're going to get there, but that's the plan for now. So everything gets constructed. This guy's collecting the metal from there. You can set priorities. Thank you, Hints. You're doing great. Can I turn those off? No, I can't. Too bad. Maybe next time. But yeah, as you can see, research is still going on. I'm saving a few probes because right now we're not going any further until the next rocket arrives, which will be in a little bit.
Sector scanned.
Ooh. Sector scan, and it tells me up here what's all in there, so that is nice. There's a lot more good stuff there, and I think... where is our Explorer? RC Explorer. Go here. There is something to research again, so do that. Well, guess what? Our next rocket is ready. We can just select somewhere to bring it in, then we get more stuff, and we can actually get some fuel done. You need fuel to refill this rocket, because at some point, you want to send it back to Earth. But right now we don't have any fuel, and that's the real problem. So once he gets here, once a rocket gets here, we should be able to make a fuel refinery, just like this one. Put it close to water, where we're producing a lot of water. No cable connection, that's okay. Right there is probably good. Let's turn this, there we go. The keyboard keys are a little faster than that. And then now we need some pipes to connect that. That should be good. And everyone should be happy. Once we get fuel in, we can actually order more parts and other things. But that is the first look. I've never played this before. This game is a lot more complicated than I gave it credit for at the beginning. And I think... well, it definitely deserves another episode, so I'll see you then. If you like this kind of stuff, like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye!